Hello everyone, back again with another review slash discussion on the Scream Factory Collector's Edition release of Urban Legend. Urban Legend came out around the time that I believe, I think we might have had Scream 2 at the time, because Scream came out in 96. I Know What You Did Last Summer came out in 97, and then Urban Legend came out in 98, along with Halloween H2O, which borrowed heavily from Scream, even though Scream borrowed heavily from Halloween. So it's one of those kind of late 90s slasher films. They all kind of had that kind of 90s vibe, but like who's the killer, kind of wearing a costume, and you're trying to figure out who it is, and it has like attractive teenagers, or in this case college students, being dispatched. What makes Urban Legend kind of cool is that it is based on, you guessed it, urban legends. All the murders are based on. It kind of starts off with the urban legend of the person being in the back seat. Really cool cameo by Brad Dourif, Chucky. So there's other murders as well that are all urban legends. There's like the scraping on the roof. I bet you're glad you didn't turn on the lights kind of thing. I don't want to really ruin it. I mean, yeah, the movie's like, geez, what are we on? 20 years now? 20 years old? Oh, is that right? 20 years? This movie's 20 years old. I went to the theater and seen it. Yeah, so I don't want to, even though it's 20 years old, I don't really want to spoil it. But let me tell you, so basically the story follows a student, Natalie, who's played by Alicia Witt. You may know her recently. She was in the second season of Exorcist. Unfortunately, I just don't feel like she can carry the film. I don't feel like she's strong enough of an actress to be able to really carry the film as a main character. I know, I just don't see it. I just don't feel it. You really notice that during like the scenes where she has to cry or something like that. She just doesn't quite hit her mark, unfortunately. Which, you know, I'm sure she's great she was great in season 2 of Exorcist. I mean, like, it's not her fault. It's just maybe it's the dialogue. Maybe it was the script. I don't know. It was just something felt off. Tara Reid is in it. She plays a friend of Natalie. So they're in. So I'll just kind of read a little bit of the back here. Finds herself at the center of a series of sadistic murders taking place at a college university. The college university's history is kind of there is also kind of based on a murder that happened a long time ago. So that kind of plays into the murderer. Kind of it offers a whole bunch of red herrings because Robert Englund is in it, cameoing as a professor, and he's kind of used as a red herring as well. Or is he? I don't know. So their 25-year-old story of a student massacre at the hands of an abnormal psych professor. As the fraternities prepare to celebrate the macabre anniversary, Natalie discovers that she is the focus of the crazed killer's intentions in the ultimate urban legend, the unfolding story of her own horrific murder. Yeah, so when you get to the reveal of the killer, you're the person who is the killer does an amazing job once the reveal happens. The problem is that earlier in the movie, when the killer is wearing the hood with the fur, and for some reason, it's not even winter, but everyone owns that coat in this movie. Everyone. It's so ridiculous. But anyway, when they're wearing the red fur, the body type of the killer does not match the killer later on when it's revealed. It's a cop-out. It's kind of a cheat. The filmmakers kind of cheated the audience into tricking them into thinking it's one thing, and then it turns out it's another. It's a little cheap. Besides that, though, Jared Leto's in it. He does a pretty good job as like kind of a love interest to Natalie. He's also a reporter, journalist. He's taking journalism and he's writing about the murders. And you know, he's another red herring, or is he? Not gonna tell you. Danielle Harris does a cameo as a goth chick, as a roommate of Natalie. It's pretty cool, you know. It's a cool little cameo. There's actually a couple neat cameos in the film. Like it's around that time, you know, like late 90s. It's kind of cool when Scream was big and they were doing all these slashers. So I don't know, it kind of ranks up there as being one of the better ones that came out around that time. But it is hampered by a little bit of cheesy acting, especially from the main actress. And like I said, they kind of cheat you on a few things. But you know what? It's a fun film. It's not an overly graphic film, unfortunately. There is a few kills, a few cool scenes with the kills, because the killer uses a double-edged axe. And it's kind of neat with it like bursting through glass and stuff. And the killer kind of looks neat with the hood, the blacked out face and stuff. But yeah, so it's just a fun movie. Not a great movie. Does it hold up? I don't know. I think I liked it a little bit more when it originally came out. Kind of felt a little bored by it. Kind of takes a little bit of time to get going. A little cheesy at times. The ending, I have no idea what was happening at the end. There's like this kind of like, after everything is concluded, there's this little add-on to the end where it shows another university and they're talking about urban legends. The reason why I say I don't know what's going on is because everyone that's in that scene is dressed like they're from the 80s. I have no idea what the hell university this is, unless it's in Canada, because back then in 98, we were still just getting the 80s. It's really weird. Anyway, so that's the movie. That's Urban Legends. So let's talk a little bit about the Scream Factory Blu-ray. Scream Factory has been kind enough to release it on a collector's edition, like I said. They have offered a alternate sleeve. How about I just throw up the image so you can see it? Really cool design. I actually really like it. They didn't go overboard with some of the artwork they've been doing. They've been, nose itchy. Someone's thinking of me. Some of the artwork they've been doing, it seems like they're throwing absolutely everyone on the cover, and it's just overload. Oh, too much. This one's a lot better. There's actually no actors on the cover, just the killer. A little bit of back history about the kind of the movie, what you're going to be introduced to. So it's kind of cool. So this is actually a 2-disc set. The first disc is your main feature, and you get 2 audio commentaries and a trailer on the first disc. One is actually a new audio commentary with the director, Jamie Blanks, producer Michael McDonnell, and assistant director Edgar Pablos. And then you also have an older audio commentary that would probably have been included. I probably should have done some research here. Because there is actually an original Blu-ray release. I'll discuss a little bit about the video transfer in a second. And I believe the audio commentary definitely was on the DVD. And I think it was on the Blu-ray, maybe. It might have only been a trailer. But anyway, it's an older audio commentary. It's with the director, with the writer, Silvio Horta, and actor Michael Rosenbaum. And then, like I said, the theatrical trailer. So as for the transfer, Scream Factory has not said anything about being a new transfer. They might have maybe done a little bit of an upgrade. It's hard to say. I've looked at the old Blu-ray. The one I think the one I was looking at was a UK release, kind of on Capsaholic. I kind of looked at the screen grabs, and then I looked at some Show Factory provided ones, and they all kind of look the same. That's not to say that it's bad. I mean, it was already a really good transfer. But that also means, do you upgrade? Because the video transfer is the same, do you bother upgrading? Well, your answer is going to be on the second disc. So let me get to that. The second disc, absolutely insane. It includes a new feature-length commentary. It is 147 minutes. It is over 2 hours long, making of documentary about urban legend. It basically interviews absolutely everyone, except for Joshua Jackson and Jared Leto. Joshua Jackson, I can kind of understand Jared Leto, maybe, but Joshua Jackson, why was he not wanting to be interviewed? I met Joshua Jackson actually a couple of years ago up in Toronto. He was just sitting there with a bunch of girls around him. My wife was ecstatic because of Dawson's Creek and Pacey, is that his name in Dawson's Creek? And she was all like, I need your photo, blah, sploosh. Anyway, it does have new interviews with Jamie Blanks, actors Rebecca Gayhart, Loretta Devine, Tara Reid, Michael Rosenbaum, Robert Englund, and Danielle Harris, and Silver Horta, and executive producer Brad Luff, and producers Neil H. Morderitz, and Gina Matthews, and many more. There is absolutely everyone interviewed on this, minus those 2. They go through the beginning stage of the film all the way to the end. Every little nitty gritty, there's some behind the scenes stuff that you can see. It is an absolutely informative, probably way more than we ever need for urban legend. But hey, if you're a fan of the film, Scream Factory has gone above and beyond giving you this documentary. It's crazy. That's not all. I'm not even done yet. So you have that, and then you have also new, never before seen behind the scenes footage, and then you also have an archival making of featurette, not that good, But then you also have individual interviews. Christopher Young, I believe, was... yeah, Christopher Young did the music for this movie. Christopher Young, Hellraiser. He's interviewed. There's a bunch of other interviews. How about I just kind of run it like a little infomercial with all the features as it's running up. Anyways, you can see that's all the stuff that's included on this. It's insane. It's like another hour of interviews. You're going to be all day steeped in urban legend. If you hate the movie, you'll probably blow your brains out. Anyway, that's it. That's all the stuff on it. So there's the cover. Let's flip it around. Because there's a reverse. See, you can see the two. There's like, what do you got? Feature film is that one. And then you got the other one, which is just special features, which is the old cover. Because you can see the good old 90s floating heads cover. Don't you gotta love that, huh? Let's pop her around anyways. Ooh, who's the killer? Are they on the cover? They all look menacing. Especially Joshua Jackson with his really kind of semi-mustache and, was it like frosted tips, maybe? I don't know. Oh yeah, and Tara Reid before she kind of did too much plastic surgery. She was such a hottie in this movie. Anyway, that, my folks, is Urban Legend, a 2-disc set, jam-packed full. It's crazy. Personally, even if you own the other release, I think you should definitely get this if you're a fan of Urban Legend. If you hate Urban Legend, why the hell would you buy it? Oh yeah, I didn't even... Jeez, I'm doing a terrible job here because I didn't even mention what the audio was. So 1080p, DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, but you also have a 2.0 stereo. You have English subtitles. The running time is approximately 99 minutes. I actually tell you what the running time is instead of telling you to just go to IMDb. Cool duder. Special features are not rated, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so if you already own the Blu-ray, but you love Urban Legend, definitely buy this. I know Scream Factory has been having a lot of issues lately. They have marked up their Blu-ray prices. They've been kind of screwing over some lesser known store, well, not lesser known, but like not big name stores, lower stores. I believe Grindhouse something had a little video up complaining about it. And you know what, if you have a local store, if you have a mom and pop shop that you shop at and they actually have this, buy from them. Don't buy from Amazon, don't buy from Best Buy or wherever. Buy from the little guys. Scream Factory is kind of really screwing them over on the pricing because they actually have implemented a minimum retail price. So stores actually have to sell it they have to at least put the minimum price at the suggested price that Scream or Shout gives them. So like Urban Legend, I think, is like $28 or $30 American, which is like, I mean, for this, it's a little more justifiable because of the second disc and all the features. But other movies are like, what would be one that would have just came out? Let's say single white female, which I need to get to. It's not jam-packed with features. It's not a collector's edition. It's just a single disc release. But they're asking like $30. It's a little crazy. That Scream or Shout needs to figure out what they're doing because they're really screwing over people on this. Anyway, I do suggest picking this up, Urban Legend. Fun film, a little cheesy, but the Blu-ray is amazing. So many special features. You're going to be a while going through it. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy it. Look forward to more reviews. Have a great night.